Happy Friday. You're catching our First Alert live stream. You're just in time. We like to fire these off when we can at 8:35 in the morning, and it's time to talk about the weather, time to talk about your weekend, time to talk about some snow and the sturgeon spearing season. So lots to discuss. So speaking of sturgeon spearing, let's get you out to a live view out towards Lake Winnebago. Yes, look at all the shanties on our Oshkosh Sky Cam. I called it the Shanty Sky Cam or the Oshkosh Shanty Cam this morning. And yeah, people are out there getting ready for tomorrow's opener. I saw somebody on their snowmobile just kind of zipping across the ice there just about 5-10 minutes ago. Well, it's cold and sunny out there on the ice. Its temperature is now 9 in Oshkosh. The wind chill is 1 degree below zero, and thankfully that wind has died down compared to yesterday. It's out of the west around 6 miles an hour. And there's your sturgeon spearing opener forecast. Tomorrow, snow. And, well, how much you get depends on where you're watching us from. 1 to 4 inches for folks in the north, 4 to 7 inches for folks farther south. High temperature of 25. Saturday is a first alert weather day. And snappy cold on Sunday, 16. Wind chills, probably single digits during the afternoon. We'll have some sunshine. And just a friendly reminder, and this really goes for anybody who's venturing on the ice, not just sturgeon spearing, but you really need to have 4 inches of ice thickness for it to be safe for you to walk out there or go out there on skis. And then, of course, you know, the more heavy machinery you bring out there, you know, whether it be snowmobiles or cars or trucks, you need more and more ice thickness to be able to support that weight. Once you get a medium truck out there, you really could use a foot of ice. We want people to be safe out on the ice, and hopefully it is a safe and successful sturgeon spearing season. So the temperature is 9 in Oshkosh, Appleton, Green Bay, with 7 for a temperature in Oconto and Sturgeon Bay. West winds are not as strong as they were yesterday. Would you believe the wind gusted as high as 61 miles an hour yesterday in De Pere? Wow. Right now, Green Bay's got a west wind at 14 miles an hour, and there might be some higher gusts. It's enough to knock your wind chills back mainly into the single digits below zero, minus 10 in Sturgeon Bay, and it's 1 above for a wind chill right now in Wapaka and in Fond du Lac. So sub-zero wind chills this morning. Not as windy, though, as the day wears on. Our high this afternoon, 24, which is pretty seasonable for the 7th day of February. We will see sunshine, but then clouds will increase, especially late in the day, and will turn overcast as we go towards tonight. Our next weather maker is going to bring us snow. We've been telling you about this all throughout the week. The storm system is getting close to arriving. So moderate snow on Saturday, leading to widespread slippery travel. Saturday is a first alert weather day, and our severe weather outlook on Saturday, well, it depends on where you're watching us from. In the North Woods, I don't think you'll see as much snow because of some drier air. 1 to 4 inches of snow. Slippery travel still nonetheless. And elsewhere, including the Fox Cities and east central Wisconsin, a moderate risk of severe weather, which could go higher than that. And that's where I say 4 to 7 inches of snow is more likely to fit the bill. So the National Weather Service, they continue a winter storm watch in those light blue shaded counties. And we're talking about Shawano, Wapaka, Waushara, Winnebago, Outagamie, Brown, Calumet, Manitowoc, Kewaunee counties. I suspect they are trying to hold off until a little later this afternoon before they make a decision to either go with a winter weather advisory, which they have done in the north, or issue a winter storm warning. The problem is that usually when you get up to about 6 inches, that's kind of like the threshold whether you want to issue a warning versus an advisory. And with that 4 to 7 inch range, kind of at either side of 6 inches there, it's really kind of on the edge whether this is going to be winter storm warning worthy or winter weather advisory worthy. Well, they may have some sort of hybrid alert situation this afternoon. We'll see. But anyway, so 4 to 7 inches in the valley, that's where that winter storm watch is into effect. Our Saturday, and for folks in the north in the darker blue shaded counties, a winter weather advisory, and I think you'll see less snow there, 1 to 4 inches. So we've got low pressure in Oregon, and it's producing snow in the Pacific Northwest, especially the higher elevations, and That snow is spreading out into the northern plains, and that's going to be arriving tonight and especially tomorrow as some jet stream energy screams overhead. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Today looks mostly sunny, but let's pick it up at 7 o'clock this evening. By then it's overcast. The evening is probably dry, but then we get snow in the pre-dawn hours, and it lasts through Saturday. Now, when people are getting out of bed Saturday morning, we should have some light snow in the area. That snow will pick up in intensity as the day wears on. Some moderate snow around 10 o'clock. This is probably the heaviest snow right there, 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. And then after 4 p.m., the snow tends to taper to some leftover flakes. It seems like compared to what data we saw a couple days ago, this storm system is tracking a little bit quicker, and the storm track seems a little farther south, which is kind of why we've got kind of a wide variety of snowfall totals, depending on if you're watching us north versus south. I expect the skies to clear out as we go into early Sunday morning. And here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor's snowfall forecast. Oshkosh, Appleton, Green Bay, a lot of totals around 5, 6, maybe 7 inches. In the north, you can see it drops off quite a bit. That 0.7 there in Pinpoint, boy, that's really interesting, huh? That's really not much, huh? That's quite a stark contrast compared to folks farther to the south. So looking at not just the Pinpoint Predictor computer model, but different computer models that we use in the First Alert Weather Center, we don't look at just one and go with it because, well, what if it's wrong? And quite frankly, any of these computer models can easily be wrong. Like, for example, the European computer model says Green Bay is going to get 3.7 inches of snow, while the HER, otherwise known as the Rapid Refresh model, says we're going to get 9 inches. Well, one of them is probably wrong. Or maybe both of them wrong if you get something in between, like 4, 5, or 6 inches of snow. So anyway, it's good to look at different computer models and get an idea of, where they're trending, which ones may be onto something, which ones may not be. I suspect the HER is too high at 9 inches, but maybe it's picking up on something that I'm not. It's data, and it's flawed. But it hopefully helps guide us in the right direction. It's just best to just not look at it as gospel, Take it with a grain of salt. So there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Some sun and late clouds today, a high of 24, mid-20s again on Saturday. First Alert Weather Day with snow, 1 to 4 inches in the north, 4 to 7 inches, Green Bay and south. And then it turns colder behind that storm system. Sunday, high of 16, some sunshine. And then look at that low Sunday night, -7. I think the wind is going to be weakening heading into Monday morning, which is good. But even with lighter winds Monday morning, we're still looking at wind chills heading towards daybreak around about 5 to 15 degrees below zero. So going back to work Monday morning or trying to get the kids into school, it is going to be brisk and it is going to be nippy. And it looks like we're going to keep this cold weather as we go into next week. Through the middle of February, most of our high temperatures will be in the teens. And I do suspect we'll see some flurries or snow showers Tuesday into Wednesday. That doesn't look too serious. But what is not on our Super 7-day forecast is Valentine's Day. That's not this Friday, but next Friday. And so I would say next Friday going into the following Saturday, there are signs that there might be another significant weather maker heading our way. So around Valentine's Day, wouldn't be surprised if we have another round of some accumulating snow. Now, that's way, way in the future. Hard to say how much. At this point, it's way too soon. But I am seeing signs that on Valentine's Day, you and your sweetheart might be doing some shoveling or some snow blowing, or perhaps the next day, depending on the timing of that weather maker, which is very much subject to change. Don't forget, as we go into Saturday, that First Alert Weather Day, keep on top of our forecast updates by using our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. And after Action 2 News mid-morning, which I'll be giving you weather for, and Aisha Morales will be giving you updated news stories, we've got Emily Merge. She'll be probably walking in the door to my left very soon. She'll be gathering some more weather information, getting all the graphics together and a presentation together for Action 2 News at noon, Edit 4. And she will let you know what's going on with that snow this weekend. She's also going to be on tomorrow morning on Action 2 News in the morning at 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., and she'll give you the very latest as the snow is arriving. So she'll be tracking that snow, so we encourage you to tune in and watch. All right, so did you see who's behind me, by the way? It's Aisha Morales. Aisha, what stories are you working on for Action 2 News Mid-Morning?
The latest on a barn fire.
Barn fire?
Yeah. Sturgeon spearing.
Sturgeon spearing.
All things safety.
Safety stuff.
Yeah.
You're all about the safety stuff.
Yeah, and a really cool pawgram program for Valentine's Day. It has to do with puppies.
Pawgrams and puppies. You know what? If you love puppies, you have to watch the Mid-Morning Show. Like, who doesn't love puppies? Who doesn't love cute little puppies, right? Anyway, so thanks for watching our Friday live stream. We hope you have a good weekend. We hope you stay safe on the ice. If you're doing any ice fishing or sturgeon spearing, we hope you stay safe with the snow and slippery roads on Saturday. Make it a good weekend, but make it a safe weekend. Aisha would like the fact that it's a safe weekend, right? Yep. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I was repeating you quickly because